아메리카노 좋아 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 아메리카노 진해 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 어떻게 하노 시럽 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 빼고 주세요 빼고 주세요 이쁜 여자와 담배 피고 차 마실 때 메뉴판이 복잡해서 못 고를 땐 사글세 내고 돈 없을 때 밥 대신에
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Hi guys, thank you so very much mwah, to each and every one of you who called me, texted me, Facebook me, Skyped me, tweeted me, emailed me. Yeah. I really appreciated it. Like, I'm one of those people, it does not take a lot for me to get excited. So just the fact that you guys thought about me, it was so many messages on my Facebook that my phone app wouldn't refresh. It was like, yeah, no, you need to go to a computer and check this. Like, and even now, like, I want to tag people in messages, but I have too many friends, so it won't like allow me to actually tag. And I don't know if it's an old phone or if it's an old app. Anyway, my point is, thank you. I love feeling loved. Like, who doesn't want to feel loved, right? Which is a little bit what this with today's video. I'm laughing because I actually wrote down, because you guys know I can ramble, so I wrote down what I wanted to say, and I'm laughing because I know the topic for today, and I hope that you guys end up laughing with me at the end of the day, right? So, but thank you so much for the birthday love. I really appreciated that. I remember back in the States, I used to throw parties on my birthday, big bashes, because I was so scared that people would forget my birthday. And so, to make sure they didn't forget my birthday, I threw my own party, so they were looking forward to my birthday. So, of course, living in Korea, I don't get to do that. I don't get to throw my own birthday, and so sometimes my birthday is just another day. So I'm really thankful. This year, actually, I ended up going to Seoul. I went on business, but I decided to, you know, let my hair down a little bit before I got, or after, during, whatever, while I was handling business in Seoul. I actually was getting some stuff for the store, which I'm so excited. I can't wait to make a video saying, go to this website and buy some stuff. I'm so ready. December 1st is the deadline. It is the big day. It's the grand opening of the online boutique, theasianaudrey.com. So I'm very excited about that. So I have been really focusing on that. So anyway, I was going to get some more items for the store so that you guys can enjoy yourselves while you're shopping around the site. Which, side note, I'm really excited to bring the Asian Audrey to you, not just because I love fashion, but costume fashion as well. Not just that, I feel like me sharing what I think is beautiful, what I think is classic, what I think is vintage and moves me, being able to share that with you and giving you the option to not only purchase it for yourself, but to allow that into your life and let that mesh and mold with who you are, like allowing a piece of me to become a piece of you. I think that's a beautiful thing, and I'm so excited that I get to do that with you, and that, you know, technology allows me to connect with you anywhere in the world. Like, you can, you know, get a ring and rock it like I'm rocking it with this semi-casual outfit. You can rock this same ring with a ball gown and it'd be fly and it'd match with you. So I'm really excited about empowering you to walk in your own skin and be who you are, and allow a little piece of me to be a little piece of you, and hopefully the little piece of me inspires you to be a whole lot of great of you, right? So I went to Seoul, and yes, I'm rocking my shoes because I think the first time I started making videos over here, I had my toes out, and I didn't realize I did until someone mentioned it. And then the second time I was wearing my shoes, and I was like, oh, now I know I'm not supposed to have shoes indoors, you're supposed to leave them at the door. So I got on my house shoes today. What am I talking about? Oh, birthday. Right, so I go to Seoul. Everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. Everything. But I had great company. Toya, I love you from, man, I love your life. Sunshine in my life. I got you. She's one of the first people and the few people who actually called on my birthday. I really, really appreciated her for that. And then she came like an hour and a half just to come have dinner with me in Seoul. Like, who does that? A true friend. That's who does that. Jennifer, I love you as well. Thank you so much for coming out. She also lives an hour and some change from Seoul. She came in and met me, and she could have totally been doing something else. But she was right there, and it was like I hadn't seen her in years, and I was like, oh! And she gave me the best birthday message ever via Kakao. Oh my gosh, I saved it and I read it. I'm a cheese ball. I read it often now. She sent it to me last week. I read it like 3 or 4 times. So thank you so much, Jen. And I dragged her to the Jim Jabong, which the Jim Jabong isn't for everybody. The baby girl was tired, but she rode with me. So I thank her for that. And Naila, she's 2 hours from Seoul. She came up, and this chick, me and her, we just click on a whole other level. Like, we just totally click. And she made all the crazy parts a lot more tolerable, and there was a point where we laughed and cried together because we were just like, really seriously, what more crazy thing could happen? And it's so interesting because we ended up at this hotel, and then at the hotel, the guy who was working the front desk straight was trying to holler, and I probably thought it was just me, and then she mentioned it, and I was like, okay, so I'm not tripping. He's going really far out of his way to be polite. Like, he came from behind the little window thing and was like chopping it up and asking me, you know, about myself and X, Y, and Z, and just straight macalicious. And he was Vietnamese and Korean. His dad's Vietnamese, his mom was Korean. So he was a little cutie. And so we were talking, and I was like, okay, sir, all right, sir, I see you pimping. I see you. And so when we got ready to leave, because I was trying to practice my Korean, which he thought was just too adorable. So cool points for me. So we were like reading all the signs. He was telling me what they mean. So the next morning when we got ready to leave, our bus, well, we had both our buses left at like 6:30, which means we had to keep out at like 5, right? So we leave, and he took the time to like rewrite the signs. We got pictures. We should definitely post them on Facebook. He took the time to like rewrite the signs in English and like tell us where to go and how long it should take, and it was so cute. So of course I wrote him a little note back, because I'm on my hands. Wrote him a little note back, right? I was like, oh, thank you, you know, sugohaseo, which is like, you know, keep up the good work or whatever. Thanks, Oprah, for giving me that word, so I was able to use it. Put it to use, so I wrote that in Korean, I wrote my Korean name, whatever. And then he left his number, which I later text him, and it's been great. So you guys will hear some info about that. So that was a nice little birthday surprise. So anyway, my birthday was great. It was blessed. I'm so thankful to be alive, to have lived another year, and to start another year this year. And if the good Lord allows me to stay alive the 365 more days, then I will, till I close my eyes, I'm going to live my life as a thank you, because he's really been just grand to me. So now we got the intros out the way. I know some of you guys hate my long videos, but I feel like there are things I want to say. So I feel like this is my channel, and I should be able to say that. So I hope you lasted through that 5 minutes, right? And we can hop into today's topic. So today's topic. Oh, Jesus, I laugh at my own self. Today's topic is Avery's top 10 ways to keep your Christmas cookies. Yes, we are going to talk about how to be single, how to be fly, and enjoy the holiday season. As you all know, I'm from America, and Christmas in America is totally different than Christmas in Korea. Christmas time in Korea makes me want to cry every day because they have no clue what Christmas is. And the few that have a clue still have missed it. They don't get it. They don't get it at all. To the point that I work on Christmas Eve. Why? Because everybody's working on Christmas Eve. Why? Kids don't have a day off. Because it's just Christmas. It's like Valentine's Day Part 2 to them. They don't get it. Like, it is about love, but not that kind of love. And you guys know, Christmas doesn't start, you know, the 25th. It starts November. You get ready for Thanksgiving, and then a couple weeks later you get out, you know, you're ready for Christmas. So this whole season just bums me out. Like, when it's Thanksgiving and I'm at work, I'm just like, this is a blow. This is such a blow. So anyway, I want to cry every day because it's my favorite holiday. And like, as I said, Koreans don't get it. They're like, oh yeah, Christmas lights. I'm like, no, it's not about those lights. It's not about any of that. when all you have is family, you learn quickly that Christmas is not about the things. It's about spending time with your loved ones. It's about giving. It's about really feeling the essence of the season, like getting joy. That moment you want to backhand somebody, you're like, ooh, you better be glad it's Christmas. Oh, you better be glad I'm happy, right? You get that feeling. They don't get it, and that just makes me feel super alone and super lonely and super far from my family. Like, I can't crawl in my mom's bed and watch A Christmas Story. You know, the one, oh, Ralphie, you shoot your eye out. That, I can't crawl in the bed and watch that with her. I can't watch It's a Wonderful Life with my dad on repeat. You know, there's no Christmas football game. There's no Thanksgiving football game for me. There's no Thanksgiving dinner. Choose Life is definitely not the same as Thanksgiving. Like, ugh. Just the holidays. I'm so sad. I get so sad. And we all know when single people get sad, we get sex. Right. It goes hand in hand. Sadness and sex goes together. Most babies are born when? After a major tragedy. You have babies after hurricanes. It's a boom of babies. People die in the family. It's a boom of babies because people get sad. They get sex. So, for me, this is my Christmas gift to each and every one of you. If you're single, if you're married, then just sit back and chime in and put your 2 cents in on the comments. Or, better yet, forward this video to your single friends. Maybe they can, you know, get help. So, yes, how to keep your Christmas cookies. And, side note, I didn't know that you guys actually were okay with me talking about cookies. I was been talking about cookies a long time ago, but I just felt like it was like too much of an adult conversation and that you guys wouldn't like it, so I didn't talk about it. But now that I know you like it, or not that you like it, but that you're interested in it, I definitely will, you know, allow that to seep in a little bit more into the conversations that we have. So, let's jump right into the countdown. So this is my top 10 of how to keep your Christmas cookies during the holiday season. Okay. Number 10. Find a Christmas project. Okay, this is so imperative because when you allow yourself to focus on something else, you're not worried about who's tapping and blowing your back out or not. It doesn't matter because you are working on a project, whether that project be the Rosy Nose project. Shameless plug, check out my video if you haven't already. Send your boxes in. We're still taking them. The deadline is November 17th ideally, but we're still taking them because it's like winter. Like, I literally have on 2 pants right now. Literally. Two pair of pants. Two pair of pants. It is that cold out here. So, we'll still be taking them. If you missed the November deadline, November 17th, you definitely can continue to send them because it's going to be freezing like brick here, like literally like face tap cold all the way through March. So, it's okay if you miss the deadline. But get with the project, whether it's joining the Christmas play at church, whether it's cleaning out, helping somebody who's lost something from Hurricane Sandy, or people in New Orleans still need help. It's been a while since Katrina, but they still need help. Find a project to connect yourself to. Throw yourself into that. I promise you, who is tapping your cookies, who's eating your cookies, who is going to be your cookie monster will soon get pushed further and further back because you'll see how menial that is. I don't think menial is a word, but roll with me. You'll see how menial that is compared to those who don't have, right? So find a Christmas project, do that. Number 9, hang out with other singles. And let me clarify this. When I say hang out with other singles, I mean hang out with other singles who are fly together and on point. I mean hang out with singles who are about it. Who are about it. I'm probably telling my age right now, but those who are about it, hang with them. Hang with singles who are already on the fast track to where you're trying to go, or already there. Hang out with them because when you hang out with singles who are on your level, 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to bring up their lonely. 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to talk about, girl, I could really just use a good blowout right now, and whatever, blah, 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 blah. You're going to talk yourself into a hole with them, right? Because misery loves company. So, not only will hang out with accomplished singles, not just for Christmas, but this is just in general in life. Not only will hang out with people who are on the track that you're on and further than you, not only will it distract you, but it'll cause you to check yourself and say, okay, Now, if they got this going on and they did X, Y, and Z, what can I do to hop on my P's and Q's and put a fire under my booty and get it together so I can get where they are, so someone else can be a mentor. I can be a mentor to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Like keep the cycle of mentorship. I'm losing my English, y'all. Pray for me, okay? The cycle of mentorship, you can keep that going by hanging out with people who are further than you. I'm telling you, it inspires you to be better, to go further, to run harder. I clearly keep people around me who got it together, who doing their thing, because it makes me want to get it together and do my thing. So hang out with other singles who are fly. And why not hang around married people? Because it's going to make you pissed that you're not married. You're going to be like, are you kidding me? This person got... Really, God? This chick got a man and I ain't got one? Come on, man. She didn't even bother to, like, take care of herself. Her man is fine. What is happening? Yes, I have those moments all the time. So, to keep you distracted from that, you don't want to hang out with married couples, and you definitely don't want to do yourself in. I got myself one year, and I was like, ooh, I will never do that again. You don't want to hang around old married couples. Let me tell you, these old school married people will have you boo-hoo crying in the bed like, where's my G. Kelly, Lord? Why ain't no fine man under my tree, Jesus? I got a big enough tree, he can fit under the tree. Matter of fact, he can just go straight to my bed so I can give him my Christmas cookies. Right. Don't set yourself up. Old married people, and I don't just mean old married people who are like roommates. Because you guys, we all know that you know people who aren't really in love. And they weren't really, and they loved each other and they liked each other, but it was more like a mutual respect, and now they're roommates who just happen to sleep in the same bed, if they do that. Yeah, not those old people. I mean old people who you can see they still in love, they still hold hands wherever they go. They would like give their right arm before they allow anything to happen to their spouse. Like, they still sneak kisses, you know, old wrinkled crusted kisses. They don't even care. Like, those old people that still dress alike when they go out, yeah, those old people will make you upset. They'll make you pissed that you're not with nobody. So during the Christmas time, that is not the time to hang around old people, old married people in love. That's not the time to do it. Because again, you'll feel sad. Like, where is my old man? Why he can't be under my tree? I'm ready to get my cookies, right? And then what will you do? Billy Bob. I know we're not together no more, Billy Bob. But do you remember when we used to cuddle? You used to kiss me sometimes behind your mama's refrigerator? Right. See, and then the whole conversation, and you're going backwards, and you should be going forward. So, and fellas, this works for you too. I know I talk to the females because I'm a female, but this works for you too. Don't hang around. I'm telling you, don't hang around your married homeboy who got a fly wife, because you're going to be like, dang, Benita had a big booty. Man, I could have made that work. Benita, apple bum. See, then you're gonna call TT. Hey, yo, girl, what you wearing? Word. You remember that lingerie I bought you? Put it on. Right. You don't want that to happen. You don't want to be putting on lingerie on nobody, right? And you don't want Christmas kitties. Christmas cookies lead to spring kitties. You don't want that. We used to be like, ooh, it was a cold winter when we started to see a whole lot of pregnant people in the spring, because, you know, the wintertime, people cuddle up and they get the cookies in. But then in the spring, because they didn't wrap it up, or maybe they wrapped it up and it burst, whatever the case may be, spring come along, a couple months later, it's like, you done put on some pounds. Ooh, that's a baby, right? So, keep that in mind, fellas. If you're not ready to be a father, don't go around eating cookies. Don't go eating cookies, because you're going to put on some lifelong weight that you won't be able to get rid of for at least 18 years, right? So, it's for my fellas, Alright, so don't hang around married people. Find some fly singles, own it, doing it, spend some time with them. Number 8, avoid Christmas romance movies. This did me in more times than I would like, especially living here in Korea, because some of my favorite movies are love stories, like A Preacher's Wife. And I'm always like, but why can't you just let Denzel and Wendy be together? Just let it be together. Right? Because everybody was cheering for Denzel, but you know, he couldn't have her because those weren't his cookies to have. There you go, fellas. It's a lesson for you. So anyway, love stories at Christmas. Christmas love stories heighten your sense of being alone. Don't watch them, because you're gonna watch them by yourself, curled up. Ooh, I knew they was gonna get together. You know what? I need to just call. Yobaseo, back. Is this Billy Bob? Yeah, Yobaseo means hello in Korean. Don't even. I'm fine. You wanna Skype without no clothes? We can cook this from a long distance. Oh, you can catch a flight. I'll meet you at the airport, Onion. Right? You don't want that to be you. You do not want that to be you. So, skip out on the Christmas romance movies, okay? Stick to the Christmas family movies. Stick to the classics. Stick to the funny movies. Your comedies are definitely your friends. Stick to. I thought I heard someone knocking at my door. Like, who knocks in Korea? People use the button. What are you doing? So, but that's not me. That's next door. So, stick to the funny movies. Stick to anything other than romance, okay, for Christmas. Anything. Watch 300. Spartans. They get it in. Watch the Spartans or something. Okay. Number 7. Sing joy to the world. The Lord has come. Let earth receive her King. Right? Sing. I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, but sing. Matter of fact, the station I like to listen to is K-Love, and it's www.klove.com, and you can click listen online. Every Christmas season, they have a Christmas button. You click the Christmas button, and it plays non-stop Christmas music all day, 24 hours, just Christmas music. This is what you want to sing. You want to sing all the classics. This Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. Y'all know. Y'all singing along with me right now. I know you are. I can feel it through the computer. Y'all singing with me. So, singing Christmas songs takes you out of that, this Christmas. You jam. You rock out every time, right? Y'all know that's a black folks classic for my white viewers. If you're not sure what that song is, I would encourage you to type in Donny Hathaway, This Christmas. It's a classic. If you sing this song, you're guaranteed to have at least 5 black people just pop up out of nowhere and start singing along with you. You want some black friends? Sing This Christmas. Middle Walmart, KFC. I'm being crazy right now. Don't pay me any attention. But seriously, This Christmas is a great song. But singing Christmas carols gets you in the Christmas mood. It gets you in a joyous mood. It gets you just hype and bubbly. It's just something about Christmas music. Because usually it's about helping others. It's about enjoying others, putting your family first, and just really living that season to the max. Singing is your friend. Number 6. Experiment with new looks. Okay, so here's the breakdown. The Christmas season, the holiday season, lasts from November to December. Excuse me, that is 8 weeks that you have to survive. You can do it. I'm with you. 8-week challenge. Boom, we got it. Detox, look fly, do whatever. All of these diets you wanted to try and whatever, do it during Christmas time. Aside from, you know, the days you eating, and then the couple weeks for the leftovers, and then the next week after that for the second half of the dinner from the people who wasn't in town. Y'all know how we do. Endless. Christmas is endless family dinners. Y'all know how we do. So, in between time though, when you're not in family dinner, try that diet you've always wanted to try. Try new looks, new outfits. Try your hair tossed to the side. Try it all the way back. Try it pinned up. Whatever. Be creative. Enjoy life. Enjoy what you got going on. Try different makeup. For example, for me, I am dark skinned. In case you hadn't been able to tell, I'm a deep chocolate. I'm a deep chocolate drop. I can't wear smoked eyes. I learned the hard way. On a Saturday morning, thought I was gonna be cute. Tried to do my little smoked eyes. I was like, who is this beat up raccoon? Yes, a beat up raccoon, because raccoons already got the dark eye, but I look like a beat up raccoon. Who is this beat up raccoon in my mirror? It looks a hot, atrocious mess. But I learned, I don't care how fly my outfit is, when I blacken my eyes out, it's not a good mix. Figure out some new makeup tries for you. If you've never tried makeup, go crazy. Play in the mirror. Do it. Make every weekend your self-makeover weekend. You have 8 looks to try. 8 different looks to try. Try them. Figure out what works for you, what doesn't work. You know you've seen those outfits where you were like, oh, see, that's cute. That's cute. See what you got in your closet that's close. Makeshift it up. See, can you pull it off? Have the outfits that people are like, oh, hey, that outfit is so cute. It's a trial and error. It is something that I put together in front of the mirror and was like, that looks good together. I'm gonna rock this. That's how I get my outfits. No kidding. I definitely am not a genius. I don't stand in the mirror like, this will go with this, will go with that, and these colors, fabulous. That's not me. I literally do a lot of trial and error, and then I walk out the door with something that works. So, try some different looks. Be crazy. I would never put red rouge on my lips. I look like my mouth is bleeding, like I have gone my entire life without chapstick. That is not cute. For you, that might work. See what works. Try some purple. Just get out there and try something. CVS, Walgreens, they have makeup and stuff for like $1. Just try something new. If you never wear heels, try to wear heels one day. If you always wear heels, see if you can rock some cute flats with an old outfit that you really think is fly. Do it. Do something different and out of the box. I'm telling you, when you're focused on making yourself look good, who's tapping them cookies doesn't even enter your mind. Now, I will say, sometimes I pull off an outfit and I'm like, oh, I need to see somebody because all of this right here is on it. Okay, it's on it. But then I check myself and I'm like, no, you know what? I did this for me. And when my champion arrives, because I call him my champion, I don't know where he is. Champion, where are you? When my champion arrives, he'll be like, oh, that's how you do. Yes, boo. All the time. That's how. This is what you getting. This is what you waited for. This is what you took all day and a half to get here for, right? So look good for yourself. Try some new outfits. Number 5. Round number 5. Reflect on the year. I know that in January everyone usually does New Year's resolutions, right? But it's not January yet. But it's never too soon. I do them monthly, but whatever. Especially during the holiday season when you're trying to keep your Christmas cookies. It is never too soon to look over your life. See what areas you can improve on. See which areas you did really great on. Never give up on yourself, right? And the things you want to do and your dreams. I'm telling you, never give up on those things. I go month by month. You have 12 months. That's 12 different sit downs you need to have with yourself. Okay, for the month of January, I could have done X, Y, and Z differently. So this January, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Write it down. The Bible says, write the vision, make a plan. If you just be like, dang, I'm not where I want to be. Man, another year's gone, I didn't do this. Shucks and golly, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Nothing's ever going to change. Sit down, have that real conversation with yourself. If you have a good friend that'll shoot you straight and tell you really what's good, sit your friend down and say, hey, January, what did you think? Because this is what I was supposed to do. This is what I wanted to do in January. What you think? Oh, you're right. I surely could have done that. Have that real talk with your friend and with yourself. Because the worst lie is a lie that you tell to yourself, right? So be honest with yourself. Figure out what it is that you can do better the next year. And not necessarily a resolution, because we do those every year. Seriously, do a spring cleaning. Do a spring cleaning of your emotions, of your life. Go through your Facebook list. Find out who you don't talk to. Find out who, okay, I talk to you from time to time, but every time you're on my news feed, you're talking crazy. It's always a drama. It's always something negative. It's never anything positive. Boop, delete. You're not adding anything to my life. Delete. I guarantee you won't miss them. You will never miss negative energy in your life. That's a free nugget for you. True story. So go through your cell phone. This is something I need to do. Scroll through your cell phone. Delete people who moved away, who you don't talk to anymore, who has been ages and they haven't reached out to you. 2 birthdays have gone by and you ain't heard cat, rat, stat, nat, hat, nothing from delete them old Billy Bob. You can't reach out to Billy Bob if you don't have his number. Delete, right? Delete the men who are in your life only for cookies. Fellas, delete those girls you got on tap, on standby, because they really wiping material, but you're not ready to be serious, so you just got them kind of chilling on the shelf. And I got this from an answer from Cat on Stage. Chilling on the shelf and you're not really addressing it, delete them. Because for real, you are carrying unnecessary baggage, and the fact that you're carrying them around, they're also carrying you too. So you can just do everybody a favor. Delete old girl. Boop, delete. Because how you expecting God to send you your princess? How you expecting God to send you your fly Ruth, your whatever it is, your Proverbs 31 woman, when you hanging on to all the Proverbs 30 women, and there's some other women in Proverbs 31 too. Read the chapter. It is what a wife is supposed to be, but it's also what a Jezebel looks like. So which Proverbs 31 woman are you? Fellas, if you hanging on to the Proverbs 31 who's giving her cookies to everybody at Christmas time, if you hanging on to the Proverbs 31 woman who has nothing to show for herself, but she's expecting you to have it, but her body is banging, delete. Do some self-cleaning. I'm telling you, do spring cleaning in Christmas. I'm telling you, it'll help you out. Alright. Number 4, make a bucket list. I love that movie. It was a sad movie, but it was a good movie, right? The Bucket List. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely watch it. It's got Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman in it. It's really, really good. So make a bucket list. But you're not going to make a bucket list for your life. You're going to make a bucket list, you guessed it, for your relationship. So while you're single, make a list of things you want to do before you settle down. For me, there are so many things I want to do before I settle down, because I want to bring them to the table. Just like I'm expecting my champion to bring X, Y, and Z. I've already given you that list. Bring X, Y, and Z to the table. This is something that you can do on your own to bring that to the table, because I don't want him to have all of this and I'm just like, tell me again. No, I want to have something exciting to bring to the table too. So there are places I want to go. There are people I want to meet. There are things I want to accomplish long before I say I do. I want to bring that to the table. So make a bucket list for yourself. If you want to go to Germany, if you want to go to Maldives, sit down. Look at how much a plane ticket is from wherever you live to wherever Maldives is. Oh, a plane ticket costs $1,000. Okay. How can I work out $1,000? Okay, I can skip this Starbucks, I can skip this movie, I can skip X, Y, and Z, I can go without shoes that month. Alright, cool. Yeah, and then 6 months out, I go to Maldives. Excuse me. Again, the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. So, and even if you don't believe in the Bible, it is good to write things down. When you write things down, they get from up here and out there into practical format. And you can manipulate it here, and then start to put some things into practice, practical application. Side note, I just want to put this out there for all my atheists that watch. Whoop, shout out to you for watching. Appreciate you. True story, like, I don't know why people are so angry about the Bible. Like, the Bible gives you real practical information. It's a practical guide, and it's a practical book. Like, granted, if you're reading it and you're looking for, I want to find the rape stories and babies, and you're going to find that if you go for trouble, if you go looking for trouble, you always will find it, right? But overall, the Bible really does just give some plain old good old-fashioned sense that you need to put your life in a positive direction forward. You know what I mean? So anyway, side note, back on track. Alright. So yes, make a bucket list. Find out how much that plane ticket is. You want to take a cruise? When is the cheapest cruise season? Find out how much it costs to go by yourself. Do they have a package cruise? Is there a certain that you can get the best? Find out how to accomplish the things you want to accomplish before your boo comes. Make a bucket list. Number 3. I do that with my kids, sorry. Catch up with old family. Okay. This is so important. Catch up with your family members, your extended family, even your close family. Now, I use wisdom in all things, and all that get an understanding, and use wisdom. That's also a little Bible for you. Use wisdom. Like, if it's a toxic situation that you always end up feeling broken, and you always end up feeling, you know, less than what God has designed for your life, which is to feel great. If you feel like that, don't reopen that old wound. I'm not telling you to open that old wound. What I am telling you is, the people that you've let slip between your fingers, Auntie JoJo and Cousin Laddie and whoever, if you haven't talked to them in a while, pick up the phone, take a drive, go see your family. You never know when it's your last day, and you never know when it's their last day. And that's such the realest statement I could ever make to you on this channel. Do not take your family for granted. For those of you who don't know, I lost my sister almost just a little over a month, and man, it was totally unexpected. I still deal with it every day, and I do have regret. There was a lot of time that I could have called. There's a lot of time that, you know, it took me way longer to respond to a Facebook message than it should have. Of course, she's gone now and I can't do anything about it, but I also have a lot of really great times to remember, and I hang on to that. But if I could go back in time to create more great memories with her, I would. So, do not take your family, whoa, I always do this, okay? Do not take your family for granted. Reach out to them. It's the Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Reach out to your family. Make it known that you still love them. Make it known that you're still family, and that that's a bond that can never be replaced. That's a bond that can never be shattered or broken by anyone. Reach out to your family. Christmas time. It's time to, that is the time to do that. Sit down. Like for me, I have to write a letter. I have got to write a letter to my brother. It's been almost a year. It's been longer than a year since I've written to him. I have to write to him because he's in prison for a crime he didn't commit, that he was acquitted of, but he broke parole while they were in their decision process or whatever. So even though they were like, yeah, you didn't shoot that guy in the head, not at all, but you were outside of the state, you weren't supposed to be, so you have to serve the remainder of your time. Crazy. So anyway, the awesome thing is that he is such a modern day Paul. Like, he's like in there and he's like, I know this is where God wants me to be. I'm able to minister to people. He like runs the baptism and the male choir and the Bible studies. Like, he's awesome and phenomenal. So he's just excited to live for God, because those people, that's a group of people that aren't reached out to, and God has a heart for them too. And so he was able to do that. So that's pretty cool. So I need to write him. I need to update with my brother. Say, hey, I'm glad you still are doing well and whatever. Of course, you know, when he calls home to my parents, you know, they, Avery asked about you, blah, blah, blah. But it's not the same. I need to write him a letter. So this is me too. All these things I'm saying to you, I'm doing for myself too. So write a letter, pick up a phone call, send an email, take a drive, do whatever, but reach out to your family members. Again, you just never know. Tomorrow's not promised to you or them, right? Number 2. I'm laughing at number 2 because I've actually done number 2 before, and okay, number 2. Think of the meanest, greenest, no, I'm just kidding, but think of the meanest person that you know, or persons, maybe you know several mean people. Think of the meanest person that you know. I mean, that person that makes you want to say, God, I need you to turn your back for a good 30 minutes, because I'm about to lock her in the bathroom and we're going to go to work, because this hoe that stepped on my last nerve, right? That hoe got to go. Yes, we are still getting those shirts printed, so if you are interested, you can also find those on the website. That hoe got to go. If you don't know where that came from our taxi ride, and if you go to my channel and type in taxi, you can see that, you can understand where that came from. If you're a new viewer, I'm not just saying hoe arbitrarily. It's actually pretty funny. Anyway, yes, you know those people that just, ooh, I want to knock you out. Like, you know that they just get under your skin. Just when they walk in the room, you're like, ooh, I can't stand them. And then they say something crazy, you look, washala, no, God loves me. I know I want to wring your neck. Yes, that person. Think about them and think about a random act of kindness. Here's the thing. This person will never know that it was you. This is between you and God. This person will never, ever know it's you. They'll never tell you thank you. They'll never say, I appreciate you. So don't look for that. That's not what this is about. When you do this random act of kindness for this person, it is so freeing. I'm telling you. Man, I did it and I was like, oh my God. I didn't realize how connected I was to that person. I didn't realize how emotionally I was tied in. And that person, even though they were a negative factor, became a stronghold. Like, I just, wow, I did not, it was so freeing. And I could see that situation from a different angle. I'm telling you, do a random act of kindness for this person. You will not regret it at all. So a random act of kindness, whether it's paying one of their bills, whether it's leaving the bag of groceries at their door, whether it's cleaning their car, scrubbing it down in the middle of the night, whether it's dropping money into their bank account, whatever, I'm telling you. And if you get the pleasure, I was able to actually hear that person talk about the random act of kindness. I can't tell you who that person is, and I can't tell you what they did, because we run in the same circle, so they would know that it was me, obviously. So I would like to keep my anonymity. I think that's the word I want, anonymity. I want to keep that. So I was able, though, to overhear them talking about it, and let me tell you how that helped me. Because when they did that, they still were mean to me. They still talked crazy out their neck to me. They still were disrespectful, whatever. But when they did that, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, but I heard you so overjoyed that you were brought to tears that someone did that for you. So this little mess right here you trying to throw at me, that's not even you. That's not even you. I know there's a heart in there somewhere. I know it looks like Granddaddy Long Legs done crawled up in your chest and just, they just chilling there. But I know that it's something else in there. I know that it is because I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And so even though I'm not about to be best friends with you, I don't necessarily want to slap you 3 times, maybe just twice. Right? I'm telling you, random act of kindness for the meanest person you could think of. Maybe it's one of your relatives, maybe your grandmama mean, maybe your granddaddy mean, whatever. Find the old baseball card, find the old record that they like, put it underneath the Christmas tree with their name on it from nobody. Right? I'm telling you, do something, a random act of kindness for a mean person, and I'm telling you, it will free you. So again, when you're doing these things, when you're thinking about these things, you ain't had time to think about cookies. You ain't even thought about cookies since I've been doing the #1 list, right? Except for the times I say cookies, so you're probably thinking about cookies now. But up to that point, you probably weren't thinking about cookies, right? I'm telling you, these things will keep you distracted. You can keep your Christmas cookies to yourself, right? Right. Okay. And that's another thing. Let me sidebar here. I would like for those of you who have not had sex, more power to you. Don't get big. Don't get too big for your britches. That's what we say back home. Don't get too big for your britches now. Because purity has a lot more to do than what's between your legs. It's a heart thing. Because you can be pure of heart, and I know if you, hey God, you can be pure of heart and so stinking nasty and so self-righteous about your purity that you still are doing a disservice to the gospel. Oh, amen. That's another free nugget for you. But for those of you who are not having sex or whatever, but for those of you who have had sex, who are having sex, and it is a struggle for you, and you're like, oh, I get why we're supposed to wait now. Got it. For those, if you're in that category, take it one day at a time. These are my tips for this season. When the next 2 months come around, make a plan. That's really what this is all about. Making a plan of action. My mama used to tell me, hey, if you want to keep your cookies, you need to figure out how you want to say no. Practice, go in the mirror. And she used to make me go to the bathroom, practice saying no. I'm glad she did, because I kept my cookies until I was 22 years old. And the only reason I gave away because I thought I was getting married to that person, because, yeah, that's a whole other story. Yeah, this Satan, he played me on that one. But anyway, so if this is something that you desire, take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Because if you overwhelm yourself, you're like, I'm never going to have sex again until I'm married. Sure enough, you're going to be on your back before you know it. Because you're not expecting that. You have already put yourself way over there. One day at a time. Take it one day at a time. Take it slow, right? So this is a plan. I'm sharing with you this plan for this season. When this season is up, sit down in January, think of another plan. Okay, it's the end of the winter. What I need to do. It's the springtime. But I'm telling you, it'll get easier and easier and easier. And before you know it, it's a whole year and you've kept your cookies. And then it's a whole other year, but you kept your cookies. And then it's a whole year, and you kept your cookies, and you vowed to be at the altar saying, I do, when you can give your cookies away legally and for free as much as you want to, right? Gonna blink, whoop, and it's gonna be over. So, I don't know how I got us on intended. I don't know who that was for, but that was for you. Number 1. And then we're going to bring this video to a close. And I did not say this was going to be a short one because I knew it wasn't, because I had a lot to say. Remember the reason for the season. I'm sure you guys could have guessed that. That's number 1. Remember the reason for the season. Let me also put a pin in it here. I know that Jesus was born in the spring. That is not news to anybody. However, it's symbolic. Just like when you take communion, you're not really taking Jesus' blood. You're not really taking his flesh. It is symbolic. And as a culture, as a body of Christ, we have gotten on one accord and decided to celebrate the birth of Jesus in the winter. Yes, I do know that Christmas and the Christmas trees are related to pagan gods. I'm aware of all of that, so you can just save your breath and your type unless you just feel like you want to put it out there. I do know those things already. However, in my personal walk, I decided to celebrate Christmas on the day and every day, actually. I like Christmas, and I appreciate that he died for me, and in order for him to die, he had to be born first, so I celebrate that all the time. But as a country and as a community, we celebrate Christmas in the winter, right? So during the winter season, remember the reason for the season. I'm telling you, it will help you keep your cookies. Why? Because when you think about the true meaning of Christmas, when you think about what things were set into motion, what plan was set into motion with you in mind, cookies becomes like cookies. Who needs cookies? Dude, I'm on a diet. Bomb cookies. I'm allergic. Right? Like your perception of cookies will change when you get to the true essence of the matter and the true reason for the season. And I'm gonna share this little nugget with you guys. I don't know why I keep saying nugget. That's the word for the day. But I'm gonna share this with you guys. Okay, so this is underneath my computer in these pearls, right? Because I was figuring out which one I wanted to wear today, and I dropped these off. So this is my Bible, and this is my travel Bible. See, it's oh, Oprah gave me this $5. I was like, why is this $5 in here? He gave this to me, so it's my bookmark. Thanks, Oprah. Yeah, so it's empty, lightweight. This is my travel. I take this to church because my study Bible is over there. That joker is and it's got the pages are falling out, and I got highlighters all over it. But it's my study Bible, and I enjoy my study Bible. So anyway, when back in the day, not too many far days ago, I was an nympho. Whoa, I was an nympho. I love me some cookies. Okay. I didn't have an issue with drugs. I didn't have an issue with clubbing. I didn't have an issue with drinking, smoking, any of that. I had issues with cookies. Man, I'm telling you, I love me some cookies. Tall house, not Toll House, but tall house cookies. Woo, Jesus, I love me some cookies. Heck, I love short house cookies, medium house cookies. I just love cookies. I was like, who's gonna be the next Cookie Monster out this piece? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, seriously, I love me some cookies. Oh, that's a whole other story. But why do I have this Bible in my hand? This is what helped me. And it seems comical, and it seems deep, but it worked for me. You can try it, you cannot try it, whatever. So I would take Bibles and put them on computers. We'll put them by the computer, so I wouldn't email anybody like, hey, what's good, you trying to come over, blah, blah, blah. No, I wasn't instant messaging nobody. I wasn't AOLing nobody. Yeah, y'all, that was back when MySpace, it's a while ago. But I wasn't doing any of that. Bible was right there. I had a Bible next to my bed where I charge my phone, so I wouldn't at night roll over and where you at? I wouldn't do none of that. I had a Bible everywhere. I had a Bible in my car, so I wasn't picking up cookies. I'm telling you, I had Bibles everywhere. It just so happened to have a lot of Bibles because people would give them to me as gifts because, you know, what do you give the same person who you don't know what to give them? A Bible! So I had a lot of different Bibles laying around all the time. And I know people would come visit like, this bra is too deep. Really? You got a Bible in the kitchen? You not read the Bible while you wash the dishes. I wasn't. I had to because I would get my cookies in the kitchen. Hey guys, don't want to make no cookies? Put a Bible in the kitchen. So I'm telling you, I have Bibles everywhere because it sounds extreme, but light and dark cannot dwell in the same place. Plain and simple. When the light of the word, and I'm not saying it's gonna woo off of, you know, the Bible, but just with you and what you know is in there. When you see that, it's going to be a lot harder to say, let me go ahead and do what I got to do. Let me close this Bible. You got to be really, really dead set on doing whatever it is that you want to do. So I kept my Bibles out, and it took a while. And there were some times I forgot to put the Bible out. That was a bad case. But it did work out eventually, you know, when I decided to really pick a side, like stop straddling the fence, pick a side, all or nothing, either way, do what you're going to do. If you're going to be a nympho crazy, go full force. Why even do the Bible thing, you know what I mean? Or if you're really going to live for me and see what I'll do for you. Like, when that came along, then I didn't need the Bibles anymore because my relationship transitioned into something else. But at that stage, I used the Bible. Why am I talking about this? Okay, and what does this have to do with number one? So number one is remembering the season. Remembering the reason for the season, which is Jesus Christ, which is, as we know, the Word of God wrapped in flesh. Pick a character out the Bible. When you're, really, really, really examine the Christmas story. And I say examine because there are different accounts of the story, not because the Bible contradicts itself, as some people would lead you to believe, but because the Bible is a put together canon of recordings of the workings and dealings of Christ here in the earth, right? So they're from different perspectives. So if I ask you, if we go see a movie together and I say, hey, what do you think of that movie? You're going to tell me what you saw, what you got out of the movie based on your previous experience, based on your relationship with the characters in the movie, right? And then, which may be different from my experience. We watch the same movie, but it's two different accounts. And that's what you're seeing in the Bible, different accounts of the same story. So, for example, Luke was a doctor. So when you read the book of Luke, and when Luke's accounts of things happen, it's a lot more detailed, it's intricate and kind of woven together, and it's almost poetic when you read it, because that was his profession. So that's the eyes he saw. He saw things that the other ones didn't see. And vice versa. There were perspectives that the other disciples, who were fishermen and etc., you get those different perspectives. So anyway, pick a person in the Bible. Pick the story, study the story, see who you are in this season in your life. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to close. Hey God, so get your offering together. No, I'm just kidding. That's where black people always ask for offering. We do. But I'm just kidding. Seriously though, pick a character. Find out who you are in the Bible. What is the Christmas story speaking to you? Are you Mary? Are you the one who is totally unexpected, who totally came from left field, and God's just going to say, boom, and there shall be a performance. And then you say, oh, so be it unto me, God. Is that you? If this is your time of season, study Mary in the Bible. Get all up in her face. Get all up in her grill. Okay, she was a virgin, but she was so much more than that. She was devout to God. She was promised to this dude. She didn't even know dude. It's not that they were dating and they were like, oh, we're going to get married. Nah, she was given over to him. So, like, really study her story. Like, maybe you're married right now. Maybe that's who you connect with. Focus on that during the Christmas season. Maybe you, Zacharias, and we need to lock your tongue to the roof of your mouth to keep you from talking yourself out of your own destiny, because you decided to speak death instead of life into your situation. If you, Zacharias, and you need to chill out on your say somethings, then take some time to fast. Close your mouth. Take some time from watching TV. Take some time from talking to people who get you talking negatively, because it's probably because they talking negatively too. See who you allow to deposit in your life. It's a chance that you regurgitate what somebody put into you. Let them know, hey, I'm not a trash can. You don't get to dump on me and then have me walking around funky and stinking because you got issues, right? Figure out who's around you, what you're doing, and what you're talking about. Maybe you just need to hush and let the Lord deposit and speak to you again. Because He's already spoken to all of us. He's already spoken life. He breathed life into all of us. But maybe you need to let God revitalize you, speak to you again, and just keep your mouth closed until He does a performance. And then He'll open your mouth and you can give Him all praise and all glory, because you know it wasn't because your mouth was closed during that transition. Or just maybe you, Elizabeth. Maybe there's something in you already growing. You so close to your destiny, and you just waiting for that appointed intersection, that divine connection, that divine intersection in your life with somebody for their belly to leave with your belly. And you're like, oh, that is the child of promise. Yes, and my baby coming out right after that. Praising the Lord. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're Elizabeth. Maybe you have this thing that is so just destined and so awesome, and you just waiting to hear that one word. You're just waiting to make that one connection with the Holy Ghost that will cause a leap in your belly and cause you to go into labor. Maybe that is you. Find out who you are. Maybe you're the angel in the situation. Maybe God has blessed you to the point that you can speak life into someone else. You can give life to somebody and say, hey, you are a blessed person. You're blessed. God has a destiny over your life, and when God gets done with you, everybody is going to bow on their knees out of what God's about to birth. Maybe you're the announcer. Maybe you're the angel in the story. Study the story. Maybe one of the three wise men. Maybe God has departed wisdom into you beyond your years. Maybe God is giving you a special way to look at things. Maybe God is giving you a special talent, and God wants to use that talent to bring others with you and direct them to the risen Savior. Figure out who you are in the story. Focus on that character. I'm telling you, when you get a relationship with the Word of God, it starts to manifest in these characters. You see yourself in those characters. I'm telling you, giving your cookies away is going to be the furthest thing from your mind, because you will be doing this plan. You'll be putting it into action, and God will see you. I'm telling you, when God sees you, God busts a move. I'm telling you, He busts a move on your behalf. I'm telling you, to ask the people from the Tower of Babel, building up this tower, trying to get to heaven, and then God said, oh, let's go see what these people doing. They got God's attention. That was the gangster thing, and people will forget, oh, the Tower of Babel, they were trying to get the guy, what a sinful thing, trying to be like God, and that's why He jacked up their languages. That unity was gangster. That unity got God's attention. What can you do in your life to get God's attention? I'm telling you, when you start to do this plan, and you start to make moves toward living out your life, living out your destiny, He'll say, you know what, that my baby girl making moves. My son down there trying to do it. Let me bust up on his behalf. Let me go ahead and allow this blessing to come a little bit early. Let me go ahead and allow this path to smooth out for him on his account. Let me go ahead and switch on the light a little bit in that dark area. Give him a little bit of encouragement. Give her a little bit of encouragement so she can get to where I have destined for her to go. And ultimately, that is the promise of the season. The birth of Christ brought newness. The birth of Christ brought possibility. The birth of Christ is our unmerited, unwarranted ticket into heaven. Not just heaven after afterlife. Heaven here on earth. We get to live at a peace with God. Even in the midst of our storms, it's like, dang, it is storming, but I got peace and I got joy. I'm in heaven here right on earth. That is what Christmas brings. That's what the season brings. And we give a chance to not just experience that, but to share that with others. That is what Christmas is all about. That is the joy of Christmas. And so I hope that my little tips to keep your Christmas cookies has made sense to you. I hope I wasn't rambling into the sun about nothing. I hope you got something from it. And I hope today is fabulous. And I hope that you tune in very soon. And it is about that time for viewer questions. So if there's something you want me to talk about, if there's something you want me to tackle, then for sure shoot it to me. If you haven't already, check out Buddhist Child 1. He's also on my sub list if you're not already. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to his channel. He has Opus Corner that he does. I'm not sure of his cycle. I just know he kind of does it at random. So shoot him a question if you have something you want him to answer from a Korean perspective. I'm sure he'll be able to answer it beautifully because he always does answer things wonderfully. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and Merry Christmas to you, to you, bum 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 ba-dum. Merry Christmas to you, to you. I'll see you guys next time. Annyeong.